Blessed be the name of the Lord. So here we are in New Brunswick. We have arrived. I've been working out in the field. This is our future garlic field. The snow is melting. It's still kind of coldish, but not too bad. There's some standing water in this, what used to be a meadow. Now I have to plow it and get it ready for farming, and I'm trying to get rid of these bushes, down, basically working on deforestation. But yeah, it's great. We had a long trip across Canada. It was, I want to go here behind the tree because it's kind of windy and I don't want the wind to go make noises on the camera. But anyways, we went through two checkpoints, one in Quebec and one in New Brunswick, and I grew some beard to fit the homesteading profile. No, seriously, I just felt like it. It's not for a profile. We're not gonna be those people with long beards and my wife with a scarf on her head or anything like that. But anyways, it was a long journey. It was kind of crazy because when we were traveling at that time, it seems like the whole craziness about the Chinese virus was just peaking, and some bathrooms were closed, like at gas stations. It started in Saskatchewan, I think. We had some snow through the mountains in BC, and then in Quebec they wouldn't let us inside a supermarket because they saw our U-Haul, and they, you know, if you travel then you are a suspect. But we were not sick. We were not sick, but after arriving in New Brunswick, and now we have to self-quarantine. It's our day 6, I think, of the self-quarantine, and we have to just stay at home, avoid anybody, under a possible fine of up to $10,000 Canadian. But still, by the way, Canadian dollar really went down now in this, showing the weakness of the Canadian economy compared to the US economy. But it's nuts what's going on. It's just nuts. I mean, not allowing people to come into a supermarket, that's Quebec. But other than that, we traveled for over 5,500 kilometers, about 3,500 miles. The U-Haul actually performed very well, and yeah, and we're here. Hope everybody's safe. In a few days we will be celebrating Passover, so happy Passover to everybody. We're not Messianic Jews, we're Christian. We're Christians, we're Christian, but with strong Jewish roots. And I never really liked this, not never, but I don't like this whole Easter switch that was done in the 3rd century. I think it should have been left the way it was. There was just a fight, a division between the Jewish believers and the Gentile believers. And you know, there are faults on both sides. I understand that. It's a different topic. But Christians shouldn't be changing the calendar and the name and the whole celebration, because Passover, we can easily take it from the Old Testament. We can take it and celebrate it because it is about the blood of the Lamb. So we're going to celebrate Passover, not Easter, which I think comes from Astarte, you know, the classic goddess of fertility. They say that Easter comes from the Eastern Star, or the coming of spring. But you know, all these things, fertility, spring, revival, it could be very new agey. And absolutely there's no reason to change the celebration of Passover. Passover, it happens right before Exodus. So it's personally very important to me because like I said in my previous message, there is an Exodus. And maybe you feel called to move. Maybe God is speaking to you to take you out of Babylon. He says, come out of her, my people, Jesus says. And being connected to this system is going to be increasingly difficult to stay moral and to stay righteous, living in this Babylonian system of immorality, where good is evil and evil is good and so forth. Now, if you want to keep your job, you have to shut up and be quiet about homosexuality, abortion, genders, and all these things. If you say anything, you get fired. So it's really, people will be compromising and people will be denying Jesus because they will want to keep their jobs. And that's why we need to come out of Babylon. And it's easy now because there's no jobs anyways. So if God is speaking to you, heed that call. Join the Exodus. Go with the Hebrews. Life is going to be increasingly difficult. All these lockdowns and martial laws. And in New Brunswick, the army is being called out. For what? To do what? To watch over a senior home, or to supervise me going to a supermarket. God protects his people in a time of crisis, of plagues coming in, the pestilences. So I'm sure if you are Christian, if you trust in Jesus, you are being protected. No plague can come near your dwelling. So happy Passover, everybody. Let's celebrate the resurrection day of Jesus Christ, who is life and our only hope. And I hope everybody stays safe, and I'll talk to you later. Maybe I'll post some of those videos from driving across in the time of crisis when coronavirus was rearing its ugly head. May the Lord richly bless you from Zion. Take care. Bye-bye.